Wake up with us. It's time to on the air. We're feeling and then mama man into we can't do morning. It's a wild ride. Sports news and the daily updates. We're on your side. Special guests and interviews galore. We're taking over Woodland Regional. We're knocking down the door.
Good morning, Woodland. And for those of you sitting in traffic, good morning to you out there. It was, I would say crisp. It was crisp earlier in the week, but I thought today was downright cold. Yeah, it was cold. It was one of those days you go, maybe we should turn the heat on. We don't need to wait to daylight savings time. That's usually where we wait to. It was that cold when you were a kid that when you went on Halloween, you got upset because it was so cold. Your mom was going to make you wear your jacket over your costume.
That was the worst.
That was the worst.
That was
yeah.
awful.
That's when I wish I didn't live in New England. I wanted to live in a fairer climate. So, like on ET when they would go running around, everybody's wearing their costumes all pell mell. Not up here. You gotta wear jackets or a sweatshirt or something underneath your costume or over the top of it.
It happens.
Hashtag New England problems. I'm just saying. It is a day here, and it is a full day of school for those of you who are thinking we had another half day on a Thursday. It is a full day. Make sure that you're prepared for that. Hawk Wings has their meeting today. National Honor Society had their meeting yesterday. The Pumpkin Festival, our activity for our advisory is going on. Clash of the Classes is going to pick up again on October 22nd. So make sure that Becker, Fortier, Belinsky, and Decker advisories are ready to go.
Keep going.
We got, War in the Woods is coming up, but don't forget to buy your Woodland apparel by 10/31 by, that famous Halloween we were just talking about. And you're going to support National Honor Society on October 22nd as well by buying subs at Jersey Mike's. Don't forget to listen to us every morning at 7 a.m. or thereabouts. Today we have the math team coming on. Give us a little update on what's happening with them. The eSport team is looking for those of you who are interested. You're going to join the Schoology group. Access code is found on the slides on the building. Or if you go on reading16ct.org, click on Woodland and find the slideshow there. You're going to go by the media center. You're going to vote in this week's Pom Pom Poll of the Week. What are you allergic to, cats or dogs? No, I don't think I think it's just.
Wait, what?
It's just cats or dogs. What do you prefer, cats or dogs? But it should be like, I can't have either because I'm allergic to them.
I say that's an interesting take.
I love
Yes,
dogs.
right? Fine Arts College Fair is tonight at 6 to 8 p.m. Yes, it comes in pink. If you're looking for the cross body bags for the timber team, they're selling. They come in gray, black, and a nice pink, which is appropriate for this month. Senior project for Ben's Bells Murals is still ongoing. You're going to buy your coffee cruiser to help them support so they can buy enough to build that mural out. Lots going on in the fine arts wing. Chess players, you have a meeting after school today in room 304. There's a bottle and can drive that's going to be on October 18th for the boys and girls soccer team. Tennis club is tomorrow. And don't forget to charge your Chromebook every night and bring it back in today. It's a long slideshow. There's a lot going on today. Now, I did notice that I was a day ahead on some of our birthdays and whatnot. I had slid that stuff around, and so I missed the 8th. So I'm going to read today's dates for the 8th. Today's historical days for the 8th. I don't want to waste all the good stuff that we have there. So in 1871, the Great Chicago Fire began on October 8th, not today in history, a couple of days ago in history, but I missed this one. And the Great Chicago Fire broke out, devastating much of the city over several days. Legend has it the fire started in a barn, though the exact cause is unknown. Do we know what the myth is?
Cow knocked over
Mrs. O'Leary's
cow.
Cow kicked over a lantern.
lantern.
Yes.
Yep.
And the birthday on October 8th was Nick Cannon. He was born on that day, maybe he shares the birthday with a couple of his own kids. And on Gabriella Volpe and Hannah Moeller were born on that day as well on October 8th. And October 8th is also known as World Octopus Day, a day to celebrate the ocean's most mysterious and intelligent creatures known for their problem-solving skills, ability to camouflage, and remarkable flexibility. The octopus. All right. That's everything I got. Let's go over to the news desk with Tomlin.
And now, with the latest headlines, over to the news desk with Tomlin.
Morning. Couple top stories for our day. First off, Hurricane Milton barreled into the Atlantic Ocean on Thursday after plowing across Florida as a Category 3 storm, pounding cities with ferocious winds and rain, whipping up a barrage of tornadoes and causing an unknown number of deaths. Compounded the misery wrought by Helene while sparing Tampa a direct hit. The storm ended up tracking south in the final hours, made landfall Wednesday night in Siesta Key, about 70 miles south of Tampa. The situation in the Tampa area is still a major emergency as St. Petersburg recorded over 16 inches of rain, prompted National Weather Service to warn of flash flooding there as well as other parts of Florida and Central Florida. More than 3 million people are without power and water.
A lot of people.
That is. Actually, there was a lot of guys and gals. The reporters were just standing in the wind and the waves and just reporting on every channel.
Yeah.
And I saw Anderson Cooper got hit in the face with something.
Oh, wow.
Luckily, it was like about a 2 foot by 2 foot piece of styrofoam because it looked like wood, but it came up and just. I'm like, get in the house, guys. I mean,
Well,
I
that's
know.
always the crazy
140
thing.
mile an hour winds. What do you expect is going to
It's
happen?
always crazy. And they're like, take cover, take cover. All right, you news person, go stand outside.
If you know anything about the weather, you know Jim Cantori from the Weather Channel.
Mhm.
Yes.
And he goes to every major weather event and he does it. He was in a parking garage. If Jim Cantori is in a weather event in a parking garage,
Well,
you shouldn't be outside.
You know why he was in that garage, right?
They're going to see how much it flooded.
Well, no. Initially, they were outside, and the transformer blew up right
it's
behind
Yeah,
him.
he showed where the
Yeah.
transformer was, but
Yeah.
I only started watching him after he was already inside the
Yeah.
garage.
So
Yeah,
he'll stand outside till things blow up.
yeah, he's smart.
Yeah.
That's how he's made it this far, covering major weather events.
It blows my mind. It's like, take cover, evacuate, go.
Yeah, except for you 11 people. Get out there and
Yeah.
stand in the rain.
Poor producer standing behind the camera person. You look great.
You know what? That's right. That's the camera guy is where he can't see anything that's
Nope.
going around and coming up behind him. He can't even protect himself.
Nope.
He's just, yeah. All right, I'm just saying. All right.
Moving to Stockholm. After 3 days of Nobel Prizes honoring works in the science and
That was a
literature,
smooth
the
transition.
literature award is being announced Thursday by the Nobel Committee of the Swedish Academy. The winner will follow Norwegian writer Jan Foss, who was honored last year for writing in Norsk, one of the 2 official written versions of the Norwegian language, and prize organizers said gives voices to the unsayable. So we'll find out later on today who the recipient is. I'll report tomorrow at some point. Top U.S. commercial bakeries pushing back on the Food and Drug Administration warning to stop using labels that say its products contain sesame, a potentially dangerous allergen, when they don't. Bimbo Bakers USA, which includes brands such as Sara Lee, Entenmann's, and Ballpark buns and rolls, appear to be defying the FDA warnings sent in June that said that several of the company's products are misbranded because the labels list sesame or tree nuts, even though those ingredients aren't in the foods.
Huh.
There's your news.
And
All
that's
over
the
the
news with Tomlin. That was a little all over the place.
Yeah, there wasn't much. I mean, I had the Aaron Rodgers story, but
No.
The Mets. I hope we cover the Mets when we get over to the sports desk.
Tigers too.
I did
and Bears.
crumple up October 8th, so that all I have left now is October 11th for tomorrow. So we should be back on task.
Oh, thank goodness.
Over the sports desk with Mama Manning.
Here's a shot at the buzzer. Strike 3 call. What a catch. Touchdown.
Time now for sports with Mama Manning.
Good morning. Good morning. Yesterday, senior night,
Senior night.
girls soccer.
Yes.
They dominated Derby,
No.
9-0.
Nice alliteration.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Very poetic. Great job, girls. Today, Thursday, we have a triple header with volleyball. 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Freshman
Yes.
JV varsity against
The
Seymour.
Wildcats.
Oh, the tough one.
Yes. So varsity starts at 6 p.m. Good luck, all athletes.
All right. And the Mets,
The Mets.
made it to the NLCS.
Yes, and my Tigers won as well. How exciting.
I'll tell you, something's weird's
Awesome.
going on just in the world. Like the world is at odds. The Mets have made the championship.
Well, I
That's
I
scary.
forgot the Tigers were an actual team. So
Oh, that hurt.
Wow.
Wow. He's lucky he's not
Shots
standing next to me.
fired. And that's sports with Mama Manning. Our guests this morning are from the Woodland Math Team. Good morning, everyone. Why don't we
Good
introduce
morning.
ourselves?
Good morning. My name is Monica Fritz-Gebris, and I'm a coach for the math team.
And my name is Nick Severies, and I'm one of the captains.
All right, good. So, have you had any events yet?
We actually have one today,
Oh.
our first competition today after school, the first meet of the Greater New Haven Math League. It's coming to our school. We actually take it in the school this time, not outside. Next month, we will start traveling.
So, have we had practice, Nick? Have we had some competitions internally to get prepared for this?
Yeah, we've been practicing like every Tuesday and Thursday, and we practiced a bunch of our team rounds.
And yeah, basically we're split into two teams, the A team and the B team. We have like about 5 people on each team, and we practice scoring with like one big problem we have, and it has like a bunch of different parts to it. And the math team, it's just a really fun environment to be in.
So, how do you handle like a larger math problem when you have multiple people working on it? Do you have a leader that kind of guides everybody through it, or do people take separate parts on it to figure out the problem?
So the way we used to do it is we divvied up all the questions with like the 5 different people. If we had like the smartest do like the most complicated questions, and other people like split into pairs. But now everyone kind of like works together through the problem, and that's going to be our new strategy going forward.
All right. Now, do you teach them additional math as they're in math club, or are there different problems they see that they won't see in a normal math class?
That is true. So we do a lot outside of what we see in the classes, because the competition problems are more advanced. They are more challenging. They need more knowledge, let's say, to use. So during the math team meetings, we usually learn at least 1 to new strategies, new methods, something new that we can use to deal with different problems.
So, are they like SAT questions, or are they word problems? Is it calculus? What are some of the problems we might see in a math competition that's going to take time to divide and conquer?
We see more complex problems, so they are not straightforward. They are adding more. There are different parts of math that are combined in one question. It's not just straightforward, find the equation of the line. But let's say you have equation of the line, you have parabola, you have a circle, they intersect, and you have to find common points. So challenging problems, they need a lot of critical thinking and problem solving, definitely.
Are the questions timed?
Yes, they are.
Oh,
Yes,
Wow.
they are. So working under pressure, it's another thing. But with time, the students deal with that very, very well. They get used to.
Oh, yeah. Jump more people in here. Good morning, and introduce yourselves as you get on.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Casella.
All right, good morning.
Hi, I'm Giovanna Saleh.
All right. Good morning, everyone. We're just talking about the complexity of the problems you have to solve. Has your math experience that you've had throughout high school and maybe middle school, I don't know how much of the math you're using, helped in your decision to be on the math team?
Yeah, I think so, because math was always my favorite subject, but it all depended on the teacher and how they taught it. Like, I know my 7th grade year, I really liked math because of my teacher, and he was like really understanding. But my 8th grade year, I didn't understand it because my teacher didn't like me, so I didn't like them.
oh.
All right.
Yeah, so I definitely apply my middle school mathematics to what I'm learning now in math team. For her, my 8th grade year was my best because I really liked the teacher, and the math was pretty easy. It was algebra.
Did you have the same teacher? You
Yeah.
did. All right.
Yeah,
Oh, see?
That
we
happens.
sat next to each other.
And you sat next to
And
each
just sit
other.
next to each other. It's amazing how
Wow.
people have different relationships with teachers as they go on. And how about you?
Yeah, math has just genuinely been my favorite subject all throughout high school. It's been the subject I got the highest grades in. Like, I just understood the most. And like, I also took statistics, and that's like a completely different kind of math. Like, it's a new approach to it because it's a bunch of like word problems you're basically writing down yourself. And like, it's just another aspect of math. Like, it's not all numbers. You have to understand like what you're doing sometimes and the formulas. So I don't know. I just really enjoy math.
So beyond today's competition, what's down the road?
So we will have 4 more meets Greater New Haven Math League competition for more meets, and hopefully we will go to states at the end. But we also participate in AMC 10-12 Math Olympiad. And in March, we will also participate in M3 MathWorks Mega Challenge, the 14-hour competition one.
Fantastic.
So has math team given you a new inspiration or an additional inspiration to go into a math-oriented field?
Well, I'm going into like the computer science field, and
that'll
all of
do
my
it.
work
Perfect.
Yeah.
in like math team and all the math classes I've taken, it's definitely like a step forward to that. So yeah, it definitely has helped me.
I haven't really chosen a career yet, but when I'm looking at it, I'm not sure. I just really like doing math, so that's probably going to apply to my career too. Because I either want to do something in the medical field, or I had another career choice I wanted to do was either to be a pilot, but I'm not
That'll
sure.
have some math in it.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Okay, I wanted to be a pilot too. No, I'm not lying actually, but yeah,
Just because you sat that close to an eighth grade, you wanted to be a pilot as
yeah,
well.
I want to be a pilot, and with piloting, you have to like calculate weights and balance to, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, I know that you guys have a competition
Mhm.
today and you are hosting, so you have like double duty going on there. So good luck with all that. Thank you for coming on the show and give us a
Thank
little
you.
insight. We'll
Thank
have
you.
you
Thank you.
on again later in the year to see how you're doing. Don't forget, on behalf of the show, she's Mama Manning. He's Tomlin. I'm Amato. Good morning, Woodland.
Morning mayhem, it's a wild ride. Sports news and the daily updates, we're on your side. Special guests and interviews galore. We're taking over Woodland Regional, we're knocking down the door.
Every morning at 7 a.m.
Check us out on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram too. We're streaming on Spotify, we're reaching out to you. Join the Morning Mayhem crew, knocking down the door.